Yo, face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, things are starting to get pretty interesting now, as we told y'all it would, after seeing suspects already start getting taken into custody for Julio Foolio's demise. Aside from the suspects being taken into custody, the press conferences that Jacksonville police have been doing have also let us know that they have an idea of what's going on already, and if you pay attention to what they've been saying, they're pretty much telling us that it's just a matter of time before all the suspects involved in Foolio's demise will be caught. Now, Jacksonville Sheriff did his first conference when everything first happened, and he told us that they were working with ATF, FBI, and their federal partners.
They're developing some good leads. We're working closely with Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We're working with our statewide prosecutor, our federal partners, the ATF and the FBI, and our local prosecutor, Susie Lopez.
At that point, we should already known that it was pretty much serious, and there will be arrests being made shortly after. I told y'all before that he spoke in confidence, and when he was asked if he thought that the other side was involved, meaning ATK, due to the ongoing rap war, he replied, yes.
Do you believe that it's related to these two gang groups up in Jacksonville associated with the rappers?
So again, that's part of our investigation, but indications are that there is some type of relationship there.
He also stated that they were monitoring social media accounts and told the public that they already have leads. Now, everybody thought he was bluffing and thought he was just talking police talk, but like I said before, if he already made it known that they're working with their quote-unquote federal partners, that means it's already an investigation even before Foolio's demise, and this situation just put the nail in the coffin. If y'all remember the hotel worker that was interviewed by Ratchet TV after Foolio's demise, she also stated that the feds were on the case, it was monitoring social media, and she said herself that she was giving them information that she knew about the suspects who may have involvement.
I was coming to see this picture. I took a screenshot. I can see what I sent. I sent it to the FBI because we got this guy on camera.
Everybody thought she was bluffing too, until 4 out of 5 suspects were recently arrested, and now it looks like things are starting to heat up. At first it was just hearsay when people would say that ATK had involvement, and you weren't able to prove it aside from Foolio's ops trolling him on social media. And despite people on social media automatically feeling ATK had something to do with it due to the ongoing beef between Foolio and ATK, it became official once Sheriff released a more clear version of the surveillance footage and out his own mouth stated that he believes Foolio's demise came as a collaborative hit between ATK and 1200.
Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200.
So far, 4 arrests have been made out of 5 suspects that JSO believed were involved in Foolio's demise. 21-year-old Alicia Andrews, 21-year-old Isaiah Chance Jr., and 18-year-old Sean Gathright, and 30-year-old Rashard Murphy. Another suspect is still on the run, who happens to be the cousin of Rashard Murphy, and his name is Davion Murphy. All have been charged in playing a role in the unaliving of Julio Foolio. Alicia and Isaiah is both being charged with premeditated first-degree unaliving with a firearm and conspiracy to commit premeditated first-degree unaliving with a firearm. Sean Gathright is charged with 2 counts of premeditated first-degree unaliving with a firearm, 3 counts of attempted premeditated unaliving in the first degree with a firearm, and tampering with evidence. Reports say between June 21st and June 23rd, all 5 suspects conspired to take Foolio's life and traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa on June 22nd in 2 separate vehicles to locate and unalive Foolio. Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance is said to have tracked Foolio down and followed him and his entourage to 2 separate locations. At both locations, police say Isaiah used his cell phone to make a call. That's when the second vehicle would arrive to both locations. It was at the last location where both vehicles followed Foolio and his entourage to the hotel, and that's where the shooting would take place. Law enforcement identified the 3 shooters to be Rashard Murphy, Davion Murphy, and Sean Gaithright. According to JSO, surveillance footage shows Rashard Murphy could be seen wielding an automatic handgun, running with Gaithright to attack Foolio's car. Davion Murphy, wearing an orange ski mask, remained near the fence line and fired at the vehicle with a rifle. Alicia and Isaiah was only responsible for setting everything up and making sure the hit was executed. JSO have tied ATK, which they believe stands for Ace Top Hitters, was involved, as well as 1,200 members who are all rivals of Julio Foolio's, because according to their investigation, Rashard Murphy is a 1,200 member, while his cousin Davion Murphy is just an affiliate of 1,200, and Isaiah Chance was a documented ATK member himself. Sean Gaithright is a videographer that goes by the moniker Sean Lenz and was also there the night at the hotel, allegedly. They say he also worked closely with ATK members and could be seen featured in videos with them as well. Now, State Attorney Susan Lopez isn't playing at all, and she's taking the shooting very, very seriously. During the news conference after the arrest of the suspects, she would say, quote, "All 5 of these defendants are facing life in the Florida State Prison, even the ones who didn't pull the trigger. In Florida, if you participate in the planning of an unaliving, you could be held accountable for the person's demise, and that is what we intend to do here. It is clear that they all had one purpose in coming to Tampa, and that was to unalive." Now, with the state's attorney talking like that, I'm more than sure there's going to be people cooperating. First of all, Rashard Murphy, who was the shooter, when he was captured, he was on the phone with his girlfriend and threatened to take his own life before surrendering to SWAT. Then when he finally surrendered, he came out with a Bible and a dog and was crying. So if he's one of the shooters and he's doing all that, trust and believe that he's definitely one of the guys that's going to be cooperating in this case. However, it's already being reported that 21-year-old Alicia Andrews may have opened her mouth a little too much to law enforcement after Foolio's full report has been released. Now, when everything first happened, and we see how young Alicia was, and the fact that she didn't do anything besides set Foolio up according to the reports, we told y'all that 9 times out of 10, she would be the weakest link. Here's why. The psychological aspect of it is that when Alicia realizes that she may never see the light of day again, and she's only 21 years old, and she starts feeling like she didn't do anything besides just set him up, she's going to cooperate. Her thought process would be, well, I didn't shoot him, and all I did was make a few calls and follow him, but I didn't do anything. Then when your family start telling you, you need to do what you have to do for yourself to get out of there, then she starts feeling how jail actually is for a little bit. Trust me, she's going to cooperate. And it looks like we may be a little right, because the full report on Foolio's demise would prove that Alicia already provided a statement to the police confirming that she was on the scene, as well as Isaiah Chance, although she denied that she knew Foolio and his entourage was going to be there. Whether she tries to swindle her way out of this or not, this may go down with the O Block and FBG Duck hit as one of the sloppiest drills ever. Because according to reports, they have surveillance footage, they have license plate reader info that traces back to the suspects, they have phone logs and IMEI numbers tracing back to the suspects, and they have Alicia making a statement and confirming that these guys were on the scene and did come from Jacksonville. And to be honest with y'all, whether she admitted or not, they're all pretty much finished either way, because there's way too much evidence held against them that proves they had some sort of involvement. The first thing the police is going to ask is, well, if you was there, what was the reason you was there for? And even though she feels like she didn't say too much, they already identified the other suspects as being the shooters, and she just confirmed that they were actually on the scene. So they can't make up a story like, oh, I wasn't there, or, they're going to say you was there because she said you was, and we identified you. So what's your story now? And then in the documents, it pretty much proves that she threw Isaiah under the bus because she told law enforcement that she allowed Isaiah to use her phone to contact Sean Gaithright. And once again, they already identified Sean Gaithright as one of the shooters. So the next question is, why was he contacted? What was the contact about? It's just a sticky situation. Like I said, it was very sloppy, but let's get into the post that reports the highlights of what Alicia had to say. Now in the document here, it would say, quote, on 6/23/24, Isaiah Chance and his girlfriend Alicia Andrews were in a silver Chevy Cruze. They tracked and followed the victim and his entourage to two separate locations, Teaser's Gentlemen's Club located at 9700 North Nebraska Tampa, Florida 33612, and Truth 18 nightclub located at 4819 East Bush Boulevard, number 204 Tampa, Florida 33617. The victim, Charles Jones, was scheduled to make appearances at both Teasers and Truth 18, which were advertised publicly via his Instagram account, Julio Foolio. At both locations, they got out of their vehicle, and Chance could be seen on video surveillance cameras utilizing the cellular phone, which the investigation revealed was Alicia Andrews' phone. Call details records showed Andrews' phone was communicating with Sean Gayfright's phone. Alicia Andrews provided a post-Miranda statement where she identified herself in all the footage she was seen in and identified Isaiah Chance as the male driving the suspect vehicle, the silver Cruze, while it was tracking the victim's movements. Andrews admitted to allowing Isaiah Chance to use her phone while he communicated with Sean Gayfright. Alicia Andrews denied knowledge of this homicide and was caught lying multiple times during her interview. Andrews related she was only at Teasers and Truth 18 because she and Chance were thinking of going to party there. Andrews related she and Chance went up to the front doors in both clubs to ask how much it was to get in. However, that was proven to be a lie via the continuous video surveillance cameras at the front doors of both clubs. Andrews even admitted to her and Chance being in the Cruze at the homicide scene, however, claimed they were just lost and were turning around in the parking lot, denying knowing the victims were there. In a nutshell, they're cooked. For the simple fact that she lied multiple times and got caught lying, so her story is not going to be held to any type of honor once they realize that she lied, not to mention, she also threw Isaiah under the bus plenty of times. And like I said before, she also identified him as being in contact with Sean Gayfright and pinning him to the scene. Now, some say they feel Sean Gayfright was telling because he was arrested before everybody for speeding. It was found in possession of controlled substances and a weapon. They say he was questioned and then shortly after, the others were arrested as well. However, when DJ Academics went through the search warrant, it revealed that Isaiah Chance's house was searched 3 days after the incident and he was arrested but ended up bonding out. This is why during the arrest footage that was made public, you can see Isaiah wearing an ankle monitor in his video. So who knows? Now yes, it's a possibility that Sean Gayfright could be cooperating as well. All I'm saying is it's looking like even if he was, he wouldn't be the only one. I got a feeling that we'll be finding out somewhere down the line that certain people have cooperated, and that may lead to the RICO that everybody's been talking about. And here's another thing, for y'all that keep acting like a RICO for ATK isn't possible, I got another thing coming. ATK Keys is on social media doing videos acting like it's a game and asking people why they think an ATK RICO is coming. Let me tell y'all, it's all fun and games now until things actually hit the fan. Like I stated before, it's been way too many instances in certain situations where bodies have been dropping in Florida and ATK's name have been brought up. So have KTA. But when it comes to Foolio's demise, I think this put the nail in the coffin for ATK. They keep bringing their name up, and if you think they're just bringing their names up and nothing's going to come out of it, you're sadly mistaken. Right now, they're just being patient. The first thing the sheriff mentioned during a conference when he was asked about the Foolio situation was Young and Ace's name.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it.
And y'all gotta remember that when they say ATK, whether y'all believe it's an acronym for something else or not, the police believe it stands for Ace's Top Hitters, which means they're pretty much trying to make him the boss in the face of ATK. And what's one way of dismantling an organization you think is committing crime? By arresting the boss, right? So, I don't know. I don't wish jail on nobody, but like I always tell y'all, keep street business in the street and off social media. The way law enforcement is speaking, they sound like they're very confident that a takedown is coming very soon. These guys got to be a little smart in how they move, unless they really feel like there's no RICO on the way in. They really don't care. In that case, it is what it is. And y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, y'all. Do y'all think there's going to be people cooperating in the future when it comes to this case or not? Do y'all think an ATK RICO is upon us? Y'all let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.